Hello,
Hello.
hello. This is Kristina,
Hello.
your
Hello.
host today.
Thank
And
you.
this is a special episode of KSM Podcast, Growing Business Online with Kristina. And my pleasure today is to introduce you amazing Noriko Tominaga, far away from Japan. And now she lives in New Zealand. She is owner of Japanese cooking school, and I would love to just to say hello again, Noriko, and introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you, who you are, what you do, and now about your business in New Zealand.
Okay, thank you very much, Christina, invite me. And good morning, good evening, hello, kia ora. I'm Noriko Tominaga. As Christina said, I learned Japanese cooking school in Japan 40 years ago. I introduced Japanese family dishes for non-Japanese, like mostly tourists. My studio is Osaki. Osaki is very close to Tokyo Station. It's very popular area for foreigners. Actually, I developed instructor who are able to Japanese cuisine for non-Japanese. Actually, I have more than 170 people. The instructor I have. Thank you for the instructor. I have more than 170 franchises all over Japan, and mainly Japan. And as Krita said, I moved to New Zealand 2 months ago in order to establish the Japanese cooking school in New Zealand, especially Auckland. It's very busy city. So we introduced vegetarian authentic Japanese cuisine, which is shojin ryori. You know, shojin ryori is kind of Buddhist Japanese vegetarian cuisine, and also the sushi. You know, sushi is very popular in New Zealand people. They love the sushi. So at the beginning, I've just started 2 courses, and also I've just started takeaway in order to introduce our taste, real Japanese taste. So and also the shop. So today I'm going to happy to talk with Christina and send you my business story as well. Thank you.
Yeah, that's really nice, and this is some kind of your this is the second time you when you are a guest in the Kesson podcast, and I know that we met online and BNI networking, and I know that you're at that time you were still in Japan, and I was so happy to know that you are going to move to
Yeah.
Auckland, is that correct? New Zealand. And
Exactly.
and can you tell us just now you said your impression that you like to live there, but also how people, how do you work with your clients, and about a little bit core about your Japanese cooking school, because this is about specific Japanese meals, as I know from far away from all those meals from Japan, and just to share with us who would be so fit client to you, and how people reach just to work with you and learn about this about the through your school, and also all around the globe, especially for Japanese people who specifically want to learn about it.
Yeah. Thank you, Christina. So our target is the local people, not the Japanese, like a Kiwi and Chinese and Korean. So they wanted to learn real Japanese cuisine because in there many kind of sushi restaurant, but most of the owner are Chinese or Korean. He loved the Japanese cuisine, but he they, in the they didn't know how to cook Japanese cuisine by themselves. Actually, 1 month ago, I invited Japanese cooker from Japan who are very famous as Shojin Ryori, vegetarian Japanese cuisine. At the time, more than 30 guests, clients gathered to our studio to learn Japanese authentic vegetarian cuisine. I'm very surprised. Many kind of the local people wanted to learn Japanese cuisine. So, and at the beginning, I started introduce only sushi because sushi is very famous for local people. But I decided to start shojin ryori, Japanese vegan, Japanese vegetarian cuisine from mid of October. And then I started the provide flyer, surely 2 courses, which is vegetarian Japanese cuisine, the other one is basic sushi. They prefer vegetarian, even though that they are not vegetarian, but they want to learn vegetarian cuisine once a month at least. You know, they are usually they want to eat meat or fish or something like that, but only 1 month, once a month, he wanted to be relaxed and detox and be more healthy. That's a very funny story, but yeah, Chojin Ryori it's very famous, much more um, pre, uh, more interested in their.
And this is such a funny story, you know, because as you said that you invited so local people who are so supportive and they wanted to join, especially Japanese people, China,
Yes,
and from India. Is that correct?
and no, the local people means
Lo-
Kiwi, New Zealand people, and Chinese and Korean. And many, a few of Japanese people joined, but more mainly the local
Oh, that's nice. So there are people from all around the globe. I mean, in New Zealand as well.
in New
So
Zealand, only New Zealand.
only New Zealand, yeah, but they who live in New Zealand, let's say far away
Yeah,
from other countries.
no. And that in Japanese cooking school, the tourist main target is tourist. But in New Zealand school, main target is local people who live in New Zealand, especially the near here, near Auckland, near Brunswick. The local.
Yeah, but I know, but there are many people who moved and who are now local people for many years who moved to New Zealand. I mean, maybe people from Europe, people. Do you understand why I'm just to there are local people who settled
Yeah, settle, yeah.
and live there. Yeah, this
In
is what,
live there, yes, in live
yeah, they
there.
live there.
Long time, yeah.
And when they come, how is it going with this? Can you explain us how it looks like when someone come to your school and start learning those lessons and courses and need, I think that they need practice and tested, let's say vegetarian, as you said, for example, food or sushi or just
Yeah,
it's going to be interesting for our audience to hear
yeah.
about that.
Yeah, actually, the vegetarian course, I introduced 7 or 6 Japanese cuisine. For example, this month, I introduced tofu burger, tofu burger, not hamburger, tofu burger. We will use tofu and some vegetable and some ingredient, but we don't use the meat. And also the spinach with sesame sauce, also the paprika, stir fried paprika with miso, and also miso soup with eggplant. All of the ingredients came from the natural in the vegetable.
Oh, that's fantastic. And could in your course could people learn recipes or just to do they have some kind of educational part as theoretical part and also practitioner
Yeah,
to cook and learn how to do it?
yeah. Some of practical because they are local people. They want to cook by themselves every day. So this is the practical. So for the Japanese cooking school, that's their that experience. That's different. And also that I introduce where can you buy the Japanese ingredient like Chinese store, Chinese grocery store, Japanese grocery store who don't know where can we buy them. It's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah, you are talking that they can buy some
yeah,
ingredients on those stores
yeah.
and shops
Mm.
to
Yeah,
implement and cook it.
yes. Also, that I introduce alternative ingredient. There some of the vegetable are not there. Or some of the Japanese vegetable are not there, but I recommend to use alternative vegetable.
Sounds good, and I just cannot imagine how is a taste and smell, it's going to be
Yeah.
fantastic, all those meals and food
Yeah.
we're going to prepare in your school,
Yeah. So, and in order to introduce our taste, I've just started lunch box during the lunch. So I introduced sushi burger. Sushi burger it's a kind of the rice ball. Rice ball, Japanese onigiri. So we made rice ball, but with vinegar rice. But the ingredient like a chicken, teriyaki chicken, and teriyaki salmon inside this kind of rice ball, but I called it sushi burger. This kind of style burger.
Sushi burger, yeah, that's
Burger, yeah.
sounds great, I would love to taste it, to be honest.
It's so delicious and so beautiful, pretty.
Yeah,
So,
that's
there are many of the sushi restaurant sell it like a rolled sushi. It's very, very common style. The seaweed outside and some small ingredient inside. But the shape is round shape and very small one. But our sushi burger is very big. It's almost same as the hamburger, and you can also eat by hand easily. It's good for the beach side, I think.
yeah, that's lovely, yeah, and especially when you can, as you said, as a lunch package, for example, as you said, and
Yeah,
they can.
exactly. I also I provide two side dishes. It came from the Shojin Ryori. So for example, today I put in the daikon radish with sweet soy sauce with simmer daikon radish about 13 minutes. It's really tasty. And another one is horenso gomae means spinach with sesame seed.
Fantastic, lovely. I think that audience who will listener just be so tasteful, and they will so just once they want to taste your delicious food.
Please come to New Zealand.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. So, Noriko, in terms of online business, how do you work? I know that maybe you have chance to work online in some way that people
Yeah.
can connect with you all around the globe in terms for
Yeah.
specifically for Japanese kitchen.
Yeah.
And can you
Yeah.
share with us, just for audience maybe who want to connect with you in terms to know, but they don't live in New Zealand, maybe they are in Australia or US or in other countries, in Japan
Yeah.
specifically, just to connect with you, and just how they can do that in terms in online space,
Yeah.
just if
Yeah.
they don't have chance to visit New
Yeah,
Zealand
exactly.
and come to you.
Thank you, Christina. That actually, I have more than 100 online classes available. So as I said, I have many instructors. They do the online cooking class. So could you contact with my homepage? There are many online class available, like a sushi course and character lunchbox and karaage and ramen and so on. Many Japanese cuisine are there. Also, we instructor live in all over Japan, not only Tokyo, but also the Hokkaido and Kyushu prefect, Kyushu and Osaka, Kyoto, and so on. You are also learned local Japanese cuisine via online. Please check my homepage, so you are able to see the many kind of online classes.
That's nice. And when people, you can you share with us a little bit about instructors of Japanese cuisine
Yeah.
kitchen. What is the meaning of that, and how people when some I know that you said once that only Japanese could be instructors because of the food. So can you share with us, because there are Japanese people all around the world, maybe someone want to connect and be instructor and just to learn from you and work with you in your online course.
So my instructor are all Japanese. They took my education via the online or in-person seminar. It's about takes 10 days. They are very specialist for Japanese cuisine, Japanese cooking, as Japanese cooking teacher. So many of my instructor live in all over the Japan, as I said. So once you connect with homepage, you are able to find the many instructor, and also that they introduce where they are where that do they live, or what kind of the recipe provided, their hobby and their skill, and so on. You can choose as you like.
Yeah, that's nice. And I know that you're so present on Instagram, on LinkedIn, and Facebook.
Yeah, both of all of them I used. The Instagram, and also it's if you search Washoo Cook, WASHCOOK, you are easy to find my homepage.
Yeah, yes, and can you repeat the name of your page in English, please?
WASHCOOK.
And just pronounce it. Just pronounce it.
Washoo Cook. Washoo means Japanese cuisine. Cook means cooking. So Washoo means WASH. Cook means COOK. Washoo Cook. That is my home name.
Washoo Cook. Just please, when you have chance to listen to this episode, just connect with Noriko and just go to her homepage on Washoo Cook, and you should have chance to read about courses, to connect with Noriko, and to, if you wanted to be instructor, or if you wanted to be user, or just to, maybe you wanted to go to New Zealand and visit Noriko.
Also I have Instagram. So also Noriko Tominaga, you are able to find my Instagram page, Noriko Tominaga.
So, and I would love to, just maybe we should have call to action. Just if you find Noriko Tominaga, please go and follow her, just to see new updates and what she does.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And Noriko, do you have something specifically to share with us? Because we are going through this conversation today. It's really amazing, and you share an amazing story. But do you have something to share here that I didn't ask you, and you wanted to stress it, just to say what is so important in terms for your school, just for listeners to know more about your cooking school in New Zealand?
First start stories.
Just what maybe about we shared about people, how to connect, but also do you have something specifically, because I didn't ask you, and you think that is so important to share with listeners?
Okay. Thank you very much.
So no, you're welcome.
Yeah, I have two homepage. Which one is the Japan, another one is New Zealand. You also search washocook.nz New Zealand. That's my homepage of New Zealand, and also I also Instagram washocook.nz New Zealand. That's the Instagram for my New Zealand company.
Yeah, that's really nice, and I'm super happy to talk to you today, in terms to know much more about your cooking school.
Yeah.
And when in the school, when people come and when they prepare, what are their feedback and when they taste it and this delicious food? Can you share with us maybe just to
Thank you very much. So especially for New Zealand cooking school, the concept is mindfulness. Zen means the Buddhist. So they are able to become more relaxing and in the focus on the cooking and fresh to eating. It really concentrated during the cooking. So they are very comfortable. This kind of the studio. It's very come down, very small, very private atmosphere, and also the taste is so good and also healthy. So most of the comment they wanted to come to again to be relaxed.
yeah, that's nice. And they can after when they cook, they can taste it and just see how it's going with this, just to prepare such amazing meal.
Yeah, exactly. At the beginning, I introduced what is mindfulness and also the tea ceremony. I provided the Japanese tea ryokucha from the customer, the guest, and I explained the today's recipe and process and cooking. Yeah, after that, also I introduced Japanese culture and Japanese food center and so on. Then eat and discussing
That's really nice. And also this is in your school, people can learn in English, but mostly in English and maybe in Japanese, but maybe it's much more as a English as a professional language for people to understand better, some especially for local people who live in New Zealand.
Yes, mainly in English. Yeah.
Yes, and I wanted to ask you a little bit about networking. And I know you are in BNI, Business Network International in Japan. And can you share with us, your experience as a BNI member and director or some chapter? And can you share with us and like some kind of networking I know that you're so familiar with referral marketing and how people connect with you in terms for your school or others, to raise up networking.
Okay, thank you very much.
You are so welcome.
Yeah, I belong to Lumon chapter in Japan. Our chapter is one of the global chapter because we held on the meeting, English meeting once a month, especially the uh, last Tuesday. That Tuesday, we have the English meeting. At the time, many overseas guests join to my chapter to discuss, and also that they are they are able to present 30 seconds by their business. So it's easy to connect with the Japanese people who want to connect with the foreign people as well. And also, yeah, this is yes. Also that I live in New Zealand. I also I'm able to join the New Zealand chapter in person. There are many opportunities because there are some of the members want to connect with Japan and all over, not Japan, all over the world. I also they are connect with New Zealand people to other foreign people. So I have the two opportunity, which is Japan BNI and New Zealand BNI as well.
Yeah, and this is really exciting and amazing because when you have chance to be in person in BNI in New Zealand, and this is the way how you can promote your business and people connect with you from BNI as well.
Yes, BNI as well. So, but I now I belong to the Japanese BNI. I cannot attend that. I cannot join the New Zealand BNI as member, just guest. The some of the member recommend to more small business association, not BNI, but the most of the member used to be BNI member. So I am one member to more small group. Thanks for the New Zealand BNI. Some of them recommend to me to join the small association.
Yeah, that's really nice because what I'm asking you because KSM podcast Doing Business Online with Kristina is so dedicated for onlinepreneurs, entrepreneurs, small business owners, and focus on in terms of developing and online business. You know, to spread the word, to spread online business globally. And I'm super, let's say, I'm super networker as well. And because of that, I really wanted to ask you about networking. As you said that you can join in person small groups there, not only just in BNI, because you are member of Japanese BNI chapter, but only this is the way how you should connect with people and promote your business, and people can join to you and come to your school. This is really fantastic. This is such a great opportunity to connect with people.
Very
nice.
Thank you very much. Exactly.
Yes, and thank you so much for explaining about networking. But also, what I want to ask you, for all listeners who will listen to this podcast, this episode, do they have chance to connect with you as on a conversation, to connect with you, just some kind of how I can say, like a conversation or scheduling meeting with you, just to connect on via Instagram, LinkedIn, or Facebook, and talk about your school if they wanted to join and learn and attend your courses.
So any other way should be okay, like Instagram and so on. For example, on Instagram, so it's easy to, for foreigner, it may be easy to connect with the New Zealand Instagram. Maybe just look for the Noriko Washoo New Zealand Instagram. Then you please send me the message via Instagram, also the homepage.
Yeah, that's really nice. And before we ramp up our call today, do you have some kind of final message for our listeners who will listen to this podcast on Amazon, Apple, Google Podcast, Radio, Public Radio, also on Podchaser, LinkedIn, Facebook? There are 10 platforms. This is going to be.
Thank you very much, Kristina. So thank you very much listening our session. So as I said, I have many Japanese online classes in Japan and also the other country. So if you want to learn Japanese cuisine, please check my homepage, Washoo Cook. Washoo means WASHCOOK, WASHCOOK. So you can find many super Japanese online lessons. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And I will put all information and all links of your New Zealand webpage, homepage, New Zealand, and also social media, links to social media and Instagram and Facebook. So for all listeners who will listen to this episode, this session today, you will have chance to connect with Noriko, and you will have such an amazing connection to build your business also, and to, if you wanted to join to and be and learn about Japanese cooking
school,
food and cooking school and other things.
Okay.
So yeah, it was lovely talking to you. I asked you many questions, but this is not going to be. We will be together also very soon in new episode. Thank you so much. And
thank you so much.
It was a pleasure talking to you today. Regards to all your team, and from KSM podcast, and for listeners, and that was lovely. Really, I'm super happy having you as a guest speaker today.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to have this kind of beautiful podcast. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and see you very soon. And wish you
Yes,
a lot of success with your customers and clients and students in your school in New Zealand.
Okay, you too. Thank you
Thank
very much.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye for
you.
now. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.